Happy இருக்கீங்களா? Very happy evening to all of you, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Suresh and Dr. Shakuntala for having me here. It's really a great honor to be here, to be a part of this wonderful occasion. Actually, Mr. Ahmed Sonnamari, I'm just trying to wonder, I was wondering all evening, what do I speak? Am I really qualified to be there to speak about anything to do with psychology or happiness or whatever? But I think I'm qualified in three ways. My claims to glory to be on the stage would be, one, my wife again, like Mr. Ahmed's wife is also a psychologist and she teaches psychology. And ரெண்டாவது நிறைய கதாபாத்திரங்கள் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் தமிழில், லைக் சேது, பிதாமகன், அன்னியன், தெய்வ திருமகள். அதில் we have dealt in mental health issues and things like that. And of course, I would think the third thing would be என்னோட பாட்டியோட பேர் சந்தோஷம். So I think I can really be here this evening. I just wonder, I wish Shaila, you could have come here and given the speech instead of me. I'm sure you'd have had a lot to say. She usually has a lot to say at home about everything. The thing is, though I may not be qualified to speak about anything that has to do with psychology, I know and I'm aware that with the leaps that's happened in technology and everything that's happened in the world today, awareness about mental health issues and the stigma that surrounds it and the negative stereotyping of that has really not waned at all, and it has got, in fact, maybe it has got worse or maybe it's still the same. But I think as an actor, I feel that I may be able to create an awareness, and I think all of us need to reach out to people with problems or who feel they're really not up there. And I think we need to support such individuals. And எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது ஒண்ணுதான், when we have somebody's hurt his leg, or if he has a cough, or if he's not feeling well, just a little coaxing and they're off to the doctor, and you can just go meet the doctor and you get the medication. But anytime somebody feels depressed or somebody feels low or somebody is afflicted with some mental ailment, the stigma is such, sometimes it's even shameful for them to go out, maybe even to tell their family that they have a problem or they may be having a problem. I think we need to break that. I think we need to, like Dr. Suresh was saying, I think we need to talk to them. We need to, like Dr. Suresh was saying, we need to talk to them and make them realize that it's normal to be a little different or normal to not feel well all the time. And I think that is going to go a great way in shaping society in a lot of ways. எனக்கு என்னோட quest for happiness, if for me it's just my children, if they are happy, I'm happy. But funnily, sometimes when they are happy, the things that make them happy don't necessarily have to make me happy. But that is one. And the fact that I've always believed that you make your hobby your profession and you don't have to work one day in your life. Acting was always my passion, and I made it my profession. And I'm so happy doing what I do. And thank you. And I think everyone needs to find that goal. Everyone needs to find what makes them happy and not really go according to the dictates of society or according to the dictates of your family who feel that you need to do a particular thing or do a particular deed. I think you just do things that make you happy. And I've just come from, I'm sorry for being a little late today. I've just flown in from Kathmandu. I started at 5:30 and I just got back sometime around. But when I saw the lifestyle there, they were all very laid back. I don't think anybody was stressed about anything. Anything, you ask them anything, they're very quiet, they do things very slowly, there's no stress about anything. I mean, they're driving on the roads. I sometimes was wondering why my driver was so cool, like if someone overtook him, he was not bothered, he was like, all right, go ahead. I think he was a very happy man, he really wasn't stressed out about anything. I think for us, everything in life is about being somewhere quick. I just suggest, why don't you start 5 minutes earlier and get there 5 minutes earlier instead of having to rush through traffic, instead of having to go through so much more stress. Likewise, I always feel that when there is someone or something that irks you, I read somewhere, just think about the motive. What would that person be? What would that person want? Why is it that that person is behaving that way towards you? And I think you think of that, and that in itself will, yeah, maybe he's jealous about you. Maybe he's feeling some kind of hatred because of whatever. When you think of that, you realize that when he has that motive and you realize that's the reason he's that way, you really don't get stressed out. And from my life as an actor, when I talk about stigma and when I talk about acceptance of people with mental health conditions in society, I did this film called Deva Tirmagal, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, where I play this character called Krishna. And he has this beautiful 5-year-old daughter. You won't believe, I've done a lot of films, but the film I really got a lot of good appreciation was for that role, because so many people called me up and told me, thank you for this film. You know, the day I saw this film, I called my father. I wanted to say hi to him. The day I saw this film, I wanted to talk to my daughter. We hardly stopped to say hi, hardly stopped to give a hug to the people we love. And what touched me most was none of them saw Krishna for what he was, that he was somebody with a disability. They saw him as a parent. I think that's what society needs to do. When we look out there, I think we need to see a father, we need to see a mother, we need to see a friend or a sister or a brother or a wife or a husband. We don't see someone with a disability, or we don't see someone with a mental health condition. I think once we see that, I think we just are going to say goodbye to stigma or make that a quicker solution. So thank you for having me here, and I'd like to thank Mr. Ahmed. I don't know if he made you all happy. He made me very happy by playing that song. You could even put Nokia, Kannam Kannam Nokia is my favorite. Next time, please have that on stage. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.